Have you ever accidentally killed someone? I was allergic to nearly everything and hyperglycemic, so my wife always made me special lunches to take with me to work with medication mixed in. I loved her cooking and treasured these lunches. Then Dave started at the office and was assigned to my team. After he started, my lunches started mysteriously disappearing. I knew it was him. Everyone did, but he would deny it when I'd confront him, and without any proof, I couldn't do anything about it. On the first day that I realized my food was stolen, I ended up having a hyperglycemic attack where I nearly passed out because my energy was too low and I was having really bad headaches. My team lead had me go to the emergency room for an insulin dose because I didn't get my medication in my food. I tried telling HR the next day, but they told me without concrete proof that someone stole it, there was nothing they could do. I saw the Tupperware containers from my lunch thrown in the trash can that same day. The next day, I brought my lunch again and put it in the refrigerator in the break room. I never went to the break room during the first break of the day, but I saw Dave heading there, so I followed him and watched him take my lunch and start stuffing his face. I pulled out my phone and took a video of him. Then I brought the video to HR. They promised to look into it and dismissed me. With a sinking gut, I had a feeling they didn't care. Dave started making offhanded comments in class, like, "So what did the wife make you this time?" Or, "Tell that gorgeous wife of yours that her food is delicious." I was pissed. He was basically announcing to everyone he was the thief, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. I came home each night telling my wife about Dave and his new comments. I could tell she was getting angry on my behalf. I tried putting a tiny padlock on the zippers of my lunchbox, but Dave just cut through the fabric of the lunchbox, destroying it and stealing my food again. Finally, my wife seemed to snap. "I'll handle it," she said sharply one night. The next morning, she left for work earlier than me, and I saw my lunchbox with a handwritten note on top of it that told everyone not to touch the food. I smiled at her effort, but I knew that wouldn't be enough. So I took the food to the bathroom and mixed laxatives inside it, grinning like a lunatic the whole time. My wife called me on my way to work. "Did you see the note I put on your lunchbox?" she asked. "Yes," I said, chuckling softly. "But that won't stop Dave." So I also added some laxatives. It sounded like she choked on something as she fell silent. "What?" she finally asked. I already added something to his food. My heart froze. "What did you add?" I asked quickly. She hesitated. "Maybe you shouldn't bring your food into the break room," she finally muttered before hanging up. I thought for a moment, then pushed it out of my mind with a shake of my head. She couldn't have added anything too bad, and I wanted to teach Dave a lesson, so I grabbed my lunchbox and put it in the refrigerator. As expected, Dave ate the food during our first break. We had a big meeting with the higher-ups after that break. We sat in the conference room. Someone's stomach growled loudly, and we turned to Dave, who was red in the face and turning an unhealthy shade of green, like a cartoon. My stomach dropped as he suddenly collapsed out of his chair and started rolling around on the floor and foaming at the mouth. His eyes were rolled back into his head, and he started coughing up blood. My heart was racing in my chest, and my fingers started shaking. Someone was screaming. Someone else was speaking rapidly into a phone, and all I could do was stare. The paramedics came, followed by the cops. They took Dave to the hospital, and the cops started asking questions to everyone. Then my wife called. "It was rat poison," she said in a steady, calm voice. I added rat poison. My vision went blank. "What?" I whispered. I felt like I was having an out-of-body experience. "Dave was going to ruin everything," she said simply. "But I guess it doesn't matter now because he could die and I could go to prison for the rest of my life. I was having an affair with Dave. He got a job at your company just to mess with you, so that you would leave." I was numb, and I found out later that Dave didn't survive.